Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I am excited to be continuing with my reactions to Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Currently we are on Season 2, Episode 8B, Tales from the Hidden City, Part 2, Raph's Ride Along. So yeah, before starting my reaction to the last episode, I actually wasn't aware that this is supposed to be some kind of a four-parter of episodes covering all the different turtles and everything. And I wonder why they decided to do something like this, especially for such a nothing kind of concept instead of for something more plot relevant, because this idea, I guess, reminds me a lot of something that the 2003 series did. I believe it was in season 3, the end of season 3, where all the different turtles were doing their own story at the same time. That's kind of cool, kind of an interesting reference potentially. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm interested to see where they're gonna go with this, but I feel like it's kind of a waste to do this kind of an idea for a bunch of filler nothing episodes, you know? Not that they're bad or anything, as I've said many times. I've really enjoyed actually the filler episodes of this show quite a lot, and especially once we got into some plot relevant stuff at the end of season 1. I was honestly surprised by how much I was missing that kind of slapstick energy, for lack of a better term, that we get in the filler episodes. I was missing that in the plot relevant final episodes of season 1. So it's not that I don't expect to enjoy these episodes, but I feel like it's kind of a waste to do such a cool idea for just a bunch of filler episodes, you know? But what do I know? I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy this episode. But considering I wasn't necessarily too big of a fan of last episode, despite the fact that it was focusing on probably my favorite character of Rise of the TMNT, I don't really expect to be too invested in this episode as well, but who knows? I'm definitely looking forward to Leo's episode, whichever one ends up being, since he is my second favorite turtle, you know? But yeah, before we get into the reaction and find out how much I'm going to be enjoying this episode though, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon or Ko-fi account, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans. And by doing so, you also get access to the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime series, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction and simply like the video, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. Now that we've gotten that out of the way though, without further ado, let's get into Season 2, Episode 8B, Raph's Ride Along in 3, 2, 1.
I don't want to spend my whole day in the hidden city voting, so I say we each do our own thing.
Wait, did last episode open like this? Because I don't remember.
Because
if it didn't, why didn't we learn that they were splitting up like this last episode?
I would like to partake in your ride-along program.
Huh? Why is he wanted? What the hell?
So interested in crime, are you?
Oh yeah, some say I'm an expert, but I say you could always learn more, right? What the?
Why is he wanted? You know, looking at the hidden city from this point of view, it reminds me a lot of the 6th season of the 2003 series in the future. Why do these guys look so much like the other turtles? I guess that's why he is wanted, because they're mistaking him for somebody who looks like him.
Oh, so you're Heinous Green, are you? You're in a pickle, Raph. You're a good guy trapped in a wagon full of baddies who think you're a crook named Heinous Green.
Now that especially reminds me of the 2003 series when they're in the future, because of the Dark Turtles in that.
Oh, are you gonna keep muttering to yourself, or are you gonna tell us if you is or is not Heinous Green?
Wait, is that the 2012 Leo's voice?
The legendary Heinous Green. We gotta make him our leader. What do you think, Dastardly Danny?
Yeah,
I second that, malicious.
No! They are all from the 2012 series! What?
Hey, shut your word hole, Lonesome Leonard. So, what's the plan, new leader?
New leader? Well, as your new leader, I
What?
say we just, sit here quietly and respectfully until we get to our destination.
That is awesome! This episode just became really awesome.
Because what he meant is, let's bust out of this snail jail.
I've missed you guys so much! That is such a cool idea. I wish somebody did that with the 2003 ones. Now I want to hear Sean Astin as Raph as well.
Now that we're out, we should pull a robbery. Something exciting.
Yeah.
Man, I really have missed these voice actors so much. And I know I recently did the Blast to the Past movie, so I got to hear them again, but man, I really fucking missed them.
It's a clever way to get them caught, like this. Hey, that is a good idea. Fellas, I have the crime of a lifetime. We're gonna rob a police station? Think about it. Where does all the money go when they catch a gang of robbers? Answer, police station. And it's always open. First, put on these disguises. You create a diversion by confessing to a crime. Mickey, you bash the symbols while Leonard dances his way into the evidence room. Go.
So it's Leonard, Mickey, and who else?
It worked perfectly. What? I mean, great news, guys. No, we're gonna stash it in a hideout. Yeah, and I know just the place.
Where?
To break into a prison. It's the perfect hideout. They look for people breaking out of prison, not for people breaking in. All right?
It makes sense. In a stupid way, it does make sense.
We landed in a minimum security presidential suite.
How is that even a thing? What, is that where Trump's gonna be put?
Harebrained plan I come up with works out remarkably well. Wait a minute. Are you in their crew? Are you a mole? Huh? Really?
Why are you fighting yourself?
Even roughs himself up. You know, at first I felt you were put in charge just for change, which actually hurt my feelings, but here you have a real knack for crime. Come on, you know we gotta kick a share of this loot up to Big Mama, otherwise...
Is there any wiggle room in that?
Oh, you are heinous. But no, we died. Come on.
We pulled off a great score, and we're here to give you your cut.
Ha! We robbed the police station. Scrummed if you do. How did you do that?
With the help of the greatest criminal mastermind in the hidden city.
Hi, Big Mama.
Hello, Turtley Boo. Gentlemen, this is not Heinous Green.
No shit.
That is Heinous Green.
What?
Yes.
My bad.
Whoa, he's huge though.
This has been one big misunderstanding.
And I thought Raph was huge.
An amusing case of mistaken identity. Destroy him.
Please, I want to hear his voice though. Please give me some Sean Astin. Hey, it's Mikey. Honestly, it really sounded like he was screaming fuck there.
Mr. Heinous, I didn't mean to impersonate you. Huh, maybe we have some similarities.
I'm gonna be very disappointed if I don't hear his voice. Whoa, Battle of the Titans, hell yeah. Jesus Christ.
Now you see that I'm not Heinous Green?
Okay, looks like there was a justifiable case of mistaken identity here.
You know who looks just like that guy, but who doesn't have a mustache? Evil Emerald!
Oh, come on.
Cakes.
Really? That's why he was thrown in jail? Okay. So, yes, I am definitely disappointed that we didn't get to hear Mr. Sean Astin himself playing Raph. But I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fucking cool hearing the voice actors of the 2012 cast play these villains who look just like them. I did not see that coming, man. That was such a fucking awesome surprise. I really love it whenever I sit down expecting an episode to be just your average episode and it fucking blows me away in a way that I couldn't even foresee coming. It's so good. Because, like, literally I said, oh, I don't expect this episode to be that entertaining. And it turned out to be really fun. Like, I enjoyed this episode so much more than the last one. I think some of the visuals of last episodes were a little bit more interesting. And obviously, I like Donnie more than I like Raph in this incarnation. But that idea and the inclusion of the cast of the 2012 Turtles in this was so fucking awesome. Because, like, the second I heard Leonard's voice, I was like, why does this sound familiar? It doesn't sound like the Leo from this incarnation, but it does sound like Leo and sounds familiar. And I was like, it's the 2012 one. It's so fucking awesome. I love that. And again, like I said, I know that recently I reacted to the Blast from the Past movie or whatever you want to call it. With the 2012 cast. That was fun. I like that. Although I really wish it got a fucking sequel based on that fucking cliffhanger in that one. But still, I still miss the 2012 cast. It's honestly kind of crazy for me how much I actually miss the cast and how much fun I actually had with the 2012 series. Like, when I first started reacting to that one, I was really not that into it, but thanks to you guys' wish for me to continue reacting to it and everything, I really grew to love it so much. Like, I still consider the 2003 incarnation my favorite because it just appeals to my taste so much and it has so much nostalgia, but the 2012, I'm giving it the credit it deserves. I love the cast and it's definitely a very exciting series, you know? But yeah, I already mentioned during the reaction, but I'll repeat myself just in case. I really love the similarities that this episode has to the 2003 series' 6th season when they're in the future, because I personally actually have a soft spot for that season. I know that many people don't like it as much, but I personally really enjoy it, and I wish it was given the space to like really grow and become its own thing. But there was a lot of similarities with the vibe of the city in this one, with the city in that one, you know. And I feel like this wouldn't be out of place as a story in that season of the 2003 series. And talking about the 2003 series, if you guys are not aware, once I'm done with the Rise of the TMNT, with the 1987 series, and once I check out also the live action Next Mutation TMNT series, after all of that is done, which probably should be at some point this year, I will be going for a re-watch of the 2003 series. I will be doing new reactions to it because the old ones are of garbage quality, and because I was a newbie back then, I couldn't react and review stuff properly. So if you're interested to see that, stick around for the long run, you know. And there's also the benefit that for those reactions, most likely I'll do them without editing them whatsoever. I'll remove like the opening theme because that might get them copyrighted, but for the most part there's not going to be any editing if I can get away with it, because for whatever reason the 2003 series is in this copyright black hole where it doesn't really get copyrighted. It's obviously copyright infringement if you just post the episodes without editing in like the big screen, but I feel like for a reaction series I might get away with it because the original ones that I did in 2019 aren't copyrighted yet, so we'll see. Just in case, I will have edited versions and everything, and if you want you can always get full-length versions on Patreon and everything, but yeah, I just want to let you know about that because I don't know if you're aware. But yeah, I really fucking enjoyed the concept of the episode. The inclusion of those voice actors definitely made it far more special than it would have been. And in terms of rating for this one, I think I'm gonna go with a solid 8.5 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm going with an 8.5 and not anything higher because I feel like if you didn't have the voice actors of the 2012 cast in this episode, it wouldn't be anywhere near as entertaining. Because for me, that nostalgia and that love for the 2012 cast is what kind of made this episode really enjoyable. And man, it just reminds me how much I actually love the voice for Leo in the 2012 series. I swear, is there an incarnation of TMNT in which Leo's voice actor is actually bad? Because I feel like I love literally every incarnation. I love the 1987 one, I actually really enjoy quite a lot. I love the 2003 one, that's for sure. I love the voice actor that we get for Leo in the second half of the series. It makes his character so much better than what we get in the first like 2 seasons or whatever. And in this incarnation, he's also like a really fun voice actor. So they've definitely nailed his voice, at least in every single incarnation. I feel like maybe only Mikey hasn't really been as good in every incarnation, because I feel like in this current incarnation, I don't really like his voice as much. It comes off a little bit too whiny for my taste, but whatever. I'm going on too long of a rant. We should get moving so I can get into the next couple of episodes. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm curious, what do you guys think about it? So comment those down below, and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 5 patrons on Patreon. Omar Benjamin, Deadpool, Corby Dead, Dane Harty, and Peyton Jones. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, have continued to support me such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!